This is Michael Good, and what can I say?
I made some money today, and I am the reaper.
Yes, I can say that. And I can also tell you a little bit about shelf offerings. Look at the screen before you and you'll see a beautiful, well, I don't know if it's beautiful, interesting, mountainous chart of USEG, U.S. Energy Corporation. I mean, come on, what kind of a name is that? Do they completely lack any creativity whatsoever? We're the U.S. Energy Corporation. Ho, 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 ho. We do energy in the U.S. Yay. But anyway, you see this little yellow arrow triangle thing. That indicates news on IB, and you can see the pop-up says they filed a common stock shelf. It was an S3 filing with the SEC. What it indicates is they said, okay, we're registering 100 million shares so that we can sell these off to raise money in the future without making other filings. Now, that caused the stock to drop off a bunch and some people to short it, but I wasn't too excited about that because, especially for an E&P company, they explore for oil. That is a capital-intensive business. Even a successful company, well, successful when their CEO isn't getting margin calls, Chesapeake Energy, they've raised a whole bunch of money by filing similar things, and then they sell shares gradually from time to time. It's not a huge negative. It's not like they just sold that many shares, and they're not going to sell 100 million shares in the next couple months or in the next year. It's going to take time, and it's just saying, okay, we can sell these in the future. So yeah, it's a negative sign from some perspectives, but it doesn't mean that the stock is going to tank. So I shorted this a little bit, covered here. So I don't think it's going to go down much more. And it did finish relatively strong, around 610, or actually I have 603 here as a close. But still, it did not go below 6 with any strength, and it bounced hard off of that. So I don't think it's going to do much tomorrow, and I don't want to play this either way. I had a couple other small trades today. Juniper Networks, they were a big high flyer back in the day. Let me bring up the multi everything chart. Let's see if I can go back far enough. Come on. Oh yeah, this is Juniper Group. They do, I want to say stuff sort of like Cisco networking stuff, and they are a big high flyer way back in the day, and now they're on their road to bankruptcy. But anyway, it was part of my goal to continue making horrible trades in true penny stocks, and would have made some money, but I can never get decent fills when I'm trying to sell. Other than that, BQI was a nice pre-leader long. I just got really bored with it. It didn't do much spiking, and it just gradually rose. If I had been holding on to it, I probably would have sold right here on that spike, but the rest of the day was just slowly uptrending. So, unfortunately, I got out of that, but I'm impatient, so I know I'm going to do that. So, overall, boring day. Again, I'm jet lagged, I'm tired. I'm not going to make an effort to make trades when I'm not feeling well. Although, I do feel a little bad about Speedus. Former runner, this thing spikes on just about anything. And if it ever does start to spike and you see it just as it's beginning to spike, then buy the crap out of it. Another point about this is it is very low float stock. According to Scottrade, there's about 4 million shares outstanding, or a 4 million share float. So that means that there aren't very many shares. If traders want to buy it, it'll drive the stock up really quickly. And we saw that a few times in the past few months, and last year too. So anyway, boring for me, not necessarily for the market or other people. And you can always watch me in my video trade recaps and my watch lists and everything else on reapertrades.com, because I am the Reaper.